With the Bank of England, what stood out?
Well, it's interesting, as Anne-Marie commented, that they felt the need to say this was nothing to do with the politics. Indeed, we haven't had any speakers from the Monetary Policy Committee since that snap election was called, and you can imagine the optics of cutting for the first time during the election campaign. It would look as if the old lady of Threadneedle Street was giving Rishi Sunak a helping hand. Whether it would work or not is another question. But, as they say, it's not political. I would just look back at history, though. In 2019, during the campaign, you had two of the Monetary Policy Committee voting to cut regardless of the campaign. And there's also an argument, isn't there, that opting not to cut could be a political decision. But let's put the politics aside, because there were other factors here at play. We had that services inflation reading yesterday coming in unexpectedly hot. And there was this vision on the committee about how to interpret that as well. You had some members actually seeing a risk from second-round effects from this services inflation, others actually playing down the threat from services CPI. So that's interesting. And the final thing I'd note, Lisa, is you had the same vote split as last time, 7-2, the two dissenters who want to cut now being Dave Ramsden and Swati Dhingra. But I'm looking ahead to the next meeting. Bren Broadbent, the Deputy Governor, has voted today for the last time. Next time he'll be replaced by Claire Lombardelli. She's thought to be more hawkish. So do we actually get a different dynamic on the MPC?
For now, Lizzie, this market is interpreting it as dovish. I'm not really sure how, since all we've gotten is a few statements, and some, as you point out, are contradictory. Sterling down about 0.25%. Traders are adding on to the rate cut bets at this moment, pricing just under 50 basis points of cuts this year. But Lizzie, we are a long way away from the Andrew Bailey of the start of the year, who said we're turning a corner, and that corner never came. When you talk about the vote split, 7-2, how far away does this MPC seem from being willing to cut?
Well, you say 7-2, but don't think about the members of the Monetary Policy Committee as individuals, because you've got that big block of internal members who seem to move as a pack. So wait for the likes of Sarah Breeden, the Governor himself, to go for a cut, and it could seem a bit more rapid than at the moment it seems. But yeah, traders off the back of the services print yesterday really paired their bets on an August cut. So it's interesting that actually now, having seen the decision and the guidance around it, as you say, looking a bit more dovish.
Lizzy Burden, thank you so much. Great work, as always.